Lena had always been her own worst critic. No matter how hard she tried, her mind found a way to twist every situation into proof that she wasn't good enough. In school, she was an average student, never the best, never the worst. But every time she got a B instead of an A, she convinced herself she was a failure. I'll never be smart enough, she would think. When her friends invited her to study sessions, she'd refuse, fearing they would judge her if she didn't know the answers. Over time, she stopped trying altogether. One day, Lena failed a math test. As she sat staring at the paper, her stomach twisted. Of course, I failed. I'm terrible at this, she thought. She imagined her teacher shaking his head in disappointment. After class, her teacher, Mr. Carter, called her over. Lena, I need to talk to you. She braced herself for criticism, but instead, he handed back her test with a smile. This isn't the end of the world, he said. You're struggling with a few concepts, but that doesn't mean you're bad at math. It just means you need a new way to understand it. Failure isn't who you are, it's just a step in learning. That night, she sat at her desk, staring at her test. Instead of thinking, I failed because I'm not smart, she rewrote the thought. I didn't do well this time, but I can improve. At first, it felt fake, but she kept trying. Whenever a negative thought crept in, I'm not good enough, she changed it to I'm learning and improving. The next time she had a test, she studied differently, focusing on understanding instead of fearing mistakes. She didn't get a perfect score, but when she saw her grade, she smiled. It was better than before. As weeks passed, Lena noticed something strange. She started participating more in class. She asked questions. She stopped avoiding study groups. And when she faced challenges, she no longer thought, I can't do this. Instead, she told herself, I haven't mastered it yet, but I will. One day, she found herself outside Mr. Carter's classroom and knocked. I just wanted to say thank you, she said. That day you told me failure isn't who I am. It changed something in me. Her teacher smiled. Your thoughts shape your reality, Lena. If you believe in yourself, you'll surprise yourself. As she walked away, Lena realized she had spent years holding herself back, trapped by her own thoughts. But now, she had the power to change her story. And for the first time, she truly believed in her future. Moral: change the way you see yourself, and your world changes too. Rewrite your mind and never ever doubt yourself. This is the power of cognitive reframing, the first tool to fight depression. By changing the way you interpret challenges, you shift from self-doubt to self-growth.